Hey everybody, welcome back to Fresh Produce. I'm Pete from BTI. Now we know there's a whole bunch of new riders out there on the trails and probably a whole lot of them are riding e-bikes. So today I want to talk to you about some e-bike specific products from our catalog. Make sure your shop is stocked up correctly or make sure you know of all the options for your own e-bike. So let's get right into it. All right, so e-bikes are going to put a little bit more power down than a normal human. So we do have, of course, stronger chains in all the different chain widths, 11 speed, 10 speed, 9 speed. We've got them all. Lots of pretty nice high-end options for your bike or just something economical to get you rolling. So stronger chains for the increased power on the e-bike. We've also got replacement Sprocket Cogs here. We've got either KMC or Connex, and these are gonna fit Bosch motors. We've also got Shimano versions. So keep those things rolling correctly and a couple of different tooth counts so you can kind of do some micro adjustments as you get your e-bike dialed in. Since we're on the topic of chains and cogs, let's talk about e-bike lubricant here. This happens to be the wet weather specific from Muc-Off, but they do an e-bike version of their dry lube, their all weather lube, kind of all around, several different versions. They say that the e-bike version of the lube is formulated for higher torque loads. So if you're finding you're not getting enough life out of your normal lubricant, maybe time to give something like this a try. So specific e-bike lubricant from Muc-Off. We've also got from a really wide variety of our manufacturers here, e-bike specific brake pads. We've talked about this in a few of our other videos. So if you want to go back and check out some of the specifics, we did a video on Galfer. We had Tony from Magura stop by, and in both of those we talked about some of the e-bike specific pads. We've got Galfer replacement pads for a ton of different brake manufacturers, SRAM, Shimano, and several others, all in the e-bike version. So pretty cool option to kind of dial in your brake, even if that brake wasn't specifically made for your e-bike. You can get the power really nice and high with the new pad. All right, we've also got a whole bunch of different chain guides. So the mounting brackets, are a little different on your Shimano or Bosch motor. So these chain guides are just set up to work correctly on those. We've got both Shimano E8000 and the Bosch versions available. These are usually just the basic small upper guide, and they don't have the big bash plate underneath, mostly because you have a lot more going on underneath that bottom bracket. Probably don't need the same protection, or the same shapes might not offer protection in these circumstances. So check out options from E13, OneUp, or reverse components, all to fit your e-bike specific chain guide mount. Finally, I want to talk about some different tires. Now, Schwalbe has the Eddy current line, both in a front and rear specific e-bike tires. Of course, these tires are a little bit heavier to sustain the higher speeds and higher bike weight, but also they've got a tread that's designed really specifically for e-bike type riding and just slight differences that we might have out on the trail. So Eddy current from Schwalbe is a really great option, front and rear specific versions. Also wanted to mention that all of the WTB tough casing tires are approved for e-bike use as well. So again, they have some heavier casings to deal with the higher weights and higher speeds, but also on their Judge and Verdict tires, a ton of traction that's really gonna help get that bike to turn, stop, do what you need it to do with all the additional weight. We have some tires that are like the Kenda Havok here that are definitely some smaller knobs, not nearly so heavy and aggressive, but this is fully approved for e-bike use as well. So maybe if you're not riding super deep loam or out in the really steep woods, this is a better option for your e-bike use. So check out some different options on e-bike specific tires. It does mean they're rated for some higher speeds as well. So, all right, we know that e-bikes are getting more and more popular. Make sure you have all the right equipment to make those things function properly and do the tuning that you might want to as people get more and more ride time on them. If you like anything that you see on our channel, make sure that you ask at your local bike shop, tell them BTI sent you, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any of our future videos. All right, I'm Pete from BTI. Thanks for watching. Signing off for this week.